Okay, I think we are live. Sorry for being a few minutes late. We had some technical difficulties. Hello, world! Welcome to a brand new episode of Mr. FLIXTER Show, Season 5. Following my usual pattern, this week is non-horror, so I'm going to do an actor spotlight on Lacey Chabert, with a special invited guest, my girlfriend Sabrina. She'll be here in a little bit. But before we get to the main event, I have a death that I have to sadly report, and the weekend box office update. So, without further ado, I'll get to it. Roll the intro. Live from Niagara Falls, it's Mr. FLIXTER Show on Saturday night. Thank you for clicking on my video. Let's try that again. Take 2. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on my video.
He said he was on the verge of a discovery so terrific that he doubted his own sanity. There was a strange look in his eyes, a mystery.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hello, world! I'm Chris Benson, aka Mr. FLIXTER, here to talk motion pictures.
Mr. FLIXTER.
Oh, where'd I go? Oh, here I am. Okay. So, the first order of business, sadly, we lost another individual, and I just have to talk about it. So I'll just put myself, no, not that, in the corner, and we'll go to IMDb. In case you're not aware, James Van Der Beek passed away. There he is. So let's get his picture up. That's a nice picture. Okay. James Van Der Beek was born on March 8th, 1977, in Cheshire, Connecticut. He died on February 11th, 2026, in Austin, Texas. His cause of death was collateral cancer. He was 48. Can we just get a moment of silence for James Van Der Beek, please? Thank you. So let's take a look at the career that he had and celebrate his life, not just mourn his death. Go away, not sponsored. Not in the mood. All right, he's got 72 acting credits. We'll stick with that. Okay. Says he has 2 upcoming. The Gates and L, a TV series. Okay, one's completed, one's in post-production. I think I saw previews for The Gates. I'm not sure what this is. But anyways. Before that, there was Sideline 2, Intercepted in 2025. That's the most recent. And Sidelined Rewind with Noah and Sienna. Okay. 2025. I'm not sure what those are either. Interesting. Oh, there's another one. Sidelined QB and Me. That's cool. Yeah, that's right. He was in the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. It wasn't that good of a movie, but I remember he was in it. That was 2019. Oh, he was in Modern Family for an episode, 2017. Let's see, what else stands out? Downsizing, that's right. I haven't seen that in a long time. 2017. Let's see, what else is here? Oh, he was in CSI Cyber for 31 episodes. I forgot about that one. There was so many CSI shows. Oh my God. Oh, he was in How I Met Your Mother for 3 episodes. That's cool. Oh, too fast. Oops. Back it up. Sorry about that. Oh, here we go. Okay. He was in Power. Oh, it was a short. He was Rocky in Power Rangers. Oh my God. I didn't even know that. That was 2015. Law and Order, Special Victims Unit for 1 episode. Oh, and Criminal Intent. SVU was 2012, and then Criminal Intent was 2011. Let's see, what else stands out? Some of these I've never heard of before. Kind of feel bad. Oh, Medium, 2009 for 1 episode. Oh, I didn't know he was on One Tree Hill for 4 episodes. That's cool. 2008 to 2009. Oh, he was on Ugly Betty, 2007 for 1 episode. Let's see, what else is here? He was on 2 episodes of Criminal Minds in 2007. And he was in Robot Chicken for 2 episodes. That's cool. 2006. Let's see what else is here. There it is, of course, Dawson's Creek. 128 episodes between 1998 and 2003. Wow. That's impressive. And Rules of Attraction. I remember that. 2002. Yeah, that's right. He was in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. 2001. That's awesome. That's right. He was in Scary Movie. I forgot about that, but that's one of the funniest cameos I've ever seen. I don't want to spoil it though. If you haven't seen Scary Movie, go see it. Scary Movie 6 is coming out later, and I'm excited. Saturday Night Live. She was the host in 1999. Cool. Makes sense. There's the other big one I was waiting for. Varsity Blues. 1999. Oh, he was in As the World Turns in 1995 for 3 episodes. That's cool. And he was in Clarissa Explains It All for 1 episode. That's cool. Was that his first job? Oh, it was. It was. That's awesome. I used to watch that. I used to watch that before Sabrina the Teenage Witch, also with Melissa Joan Hart. But it looks like his first movie was something called Angus. So how about that? His first TV show was I can't talk tonight. Clarissa Explains It All. And the first movie was Angus, 1995. But rest in peace, James Van Der Beek. You will be missed. Where's that picture? If I missed anything in his career, please leave comments below. There he is. I did grow up watching Dawson's Creek too, so that's probably the thing I remember him most from. But yeah, he just kept popping up in all these different things too. So, like I said, if I missed anything, just let me know. I've only got one death to report this week. Okay, here I am. And guess what? Ta-da! Here she is, my guest star, my girlfriend Sabrina. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
Are you excited for today's episode?
Of course.
This was her idea. This was her episode. She did everything. She picked the list. For the most part, I picked one movie. We'll get to that. But these are all her choices. She was excited to talk about them. So yeah, now that we've done that, let's do the weekend box office update. Share the screen first. Always share screen. And then corner. There we go. Okay, so we'll do domestic first, as always. If you're not familiar with the format of the show, if you're just joining us, I usually do either birthdays or deaths, or sometimes both. And then I do the weekend box office update.
Usually both. I just don't have any birthdays this week.
Yeah.
I was too sick to record them.
Yeah, she's been a little under the weather, but luckily she feels good enough to do the episode tonight. The show must go on, right?
Exactly. I'm doing my best.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the effort. She actually does do a lot around here. It's not just a one-man show. Okay, so here's the box office.
Yeah, I just prefer behind the scenes.
Yeah, no worries. So, probably no surprise to anyone who's following this stuff. Scream 7 was #1 at the box office. It's made $63.6 million so far for the opening weekend. That's a lot of theaters. Wow.
Yeah.
3,540. So that's actually, I think, the best in the franchise. We were talking about this a little before the camera started rolling. #2, we have Goat, which is no longer the Goat. Ha 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 ha. It was at #1. It dropped one spot. It's got another 12 million to add to its bankroll. And it didn't drop that badly, about 30%, not too bad. It still made $73.9 million so far, so that's pretty good for 3 weeks out.
And it's still in 3,700 theaters.
Yeah. So it's still going strong. I think this one's gonna have legs. Like, it didn't make a lot right off the bat, but it will over time.
Yeah.
#3, dropping one spot, is Wuthering Heights, or Wuthering. I can never say it. I don't even know how. Okay, anyways, it made $6.7 million. Ooh, but it
Big
dropped 52%. Ouch.
But it's still in 3,200 theaters.
Yeah. And it's made $72 million so far. For 3 weeks, that's not bad. This one's a smaller budgeted movie, too. I can't imagine that being too much.
What, Wuthering Heights?
Yeah, the budget.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it might even say, hold on. No, it doesn't say budget. Okay, oh. I'll probably eventually cover it one day, so we'll figure out the budget later on.
Yeah.
Okay, #4 is 21 Pilots. More Than Ever Imagined. This is another concert movie. It made $4.3 million.
I actually wouldn't mind seeing that one.
Yeah, cool.
Not in theaters for myself personally. I think I'd rather stream it. But I like 21 Pilots, so I wouldn't mind checking that out.
Nice. And #5 is another concert movie. Epic, the Elvis Presley in concert. It was at #7 last week, so it actually bumped up 2 spots.
Wow.
That's cool. We don't see that too often on this show. Usually it drops. So good for them. It made $3.5 million, up 9%. Awesome. Oh, wow. It got an increase in theaters. It almost doubled its theaters, too. That's how. That's cool. So it was at number 2 last. No, it's been out for 2 weeks. Sorry, it was at number 7. Moving up.
What's this Crime 101?
Crime 101. I think that's the new Chris Hemsworth movie. Cast information. What is this? Oh, that's for Pro. I don't have that. Okay. Let's get out of this. Okay, but yeah, pretty sure.
He's paying his financial scoring. He's a delusioned insurance broker. Okay.
Sounds like a heist movie.
Yeah, it sounds like another takeoff of I'm having a brain block.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll look it up while you think of it. Yeah, I was right. Chris Hemsworth. I don't know who's there. Bart Layton directed. Chris Hemsworth. Mark Ruffalo. Barry Kagan. Oh, you mean Ocean's 11?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Ocean's movies.
Yeah. I don't need the full casting for it, but yeah. Okay. Halle Berry's in it. Okay, I'll totally watch that.
I like Mark.
Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Anyways, where were we? Now that we solved the mystery, Crime 101 made $3.4 million, dropping 36.9%. That's not too bad. It's made $30.1 million so far. We're out for 3 weeks. That's an Amazon movie, so that should be streaming soon. I'm not saying don't see it in theaters. I'm just saying if you can't afford it, don't worry.
Well, if you miss it.
If you miss it, yeah. At number 7 is I Can Only Imagine 2, dropping. It was at number 3 last week, so 4 spots. Ooh. $3.1 million. It dropped 59%. Ouch.
But it's still in 3,100 theaters.
Yeah, and it's made $13.3 million for 2 weeks. That's not so bad. Number 8, we have Send Help, dropping 3 spots. It was at number 5 last week. It made $2.8 million. And it only dropped through 35.3%. There we go. Numbers are hard.
Brain going faster than what the mouth is working this week again.
Yeah, exactly. And it's made $59.9 million. It's been out for 5 weeks. This one's a lot of fun. I saw that one recently. I loved it.
Send Help.
Send Help. Yeah, that's the new Sam Raimi movie. It's very similar to a movie we're going to talk about tonight, but we'll get to it. This is like the extreme version of that, the R-rated version. It's really gross too, but it's good. I don't want to say too much because I do want to do an episode about it in the future.
Okay, I think I know what movie you're talking about.
Okay, moving on. Number 9, we have Zootopia 2, not moving any spots. It was at number 9 last week. I've never seen that before. Wow. $1.5 million is what it's made. How did it drop? When is it? Okay, anyways. Oh, okay, because I lost some theaters. But it still made $425.9 million. I think it's made over $1 billion too internationally, but we'll get to that. It's been out for 14 weeks. It's still playing at our theater in town too, so
yeah,
that's pretty impressive. That's what I mean. Some movies have legs like that. They just stay in theaters for a long time. Number 10 is How to Make a Killing. This one sounds really funny. Do you know what this one's about? This guy finds out that he is in line to get some sort of family inheritance that's worth like billions, right? But there's like 14 people in line. Somebody tries to kill each one of them so he can get the inheritance. But it plays it off like it's a comedy. Yeah. It's not a horror movie. It sounds really funny.
Yeah, it sounds like something that I would actually go and see.
Yeah. It's got Glenn Powell too. He was in Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he was in that Hitman movie that I loved on Netflix. That's at number 10. It was at number 6 last week. Sorry, I'm moving focus. I like this movie. Well, I like how this movie looks. Like the whole idea just makes me laugh. But anyways, $1.5 million is what it's made this week. Ooh. It dropped 56%. Ooh. And it gained 101 theaters. So how does that work? Yeah. But it's made $6.1 million. This is another very low budget movie. So,
How to Make a Killing.
Yeah.
You want to kind of maybe teach us how to make a killing.
Okay, so the honorable mentions, 11 to 15. We have Avatar, Fire and Ash, still making money. Some people are still going to see it for some reason. $1.3 million this week. Didn't drop too bad, 25.2%. It's made $401.3 million.
But it dropped quite a bit in the theaters.
Yeah, it dropped 100. That's not too bad.
110.
Yeah. It's been out for 11 weeks.
Mm.
Number 12, Solo Mio. That's another one I'm going to do an episode on very shortly. Like, not next week, but like the week after. Because next week is horror week. I got something special lined up. But anyway, Solo Mio was number 12. It dropped 4 spots, and it's made $1.1 million.
And look how, oh my goodness.
It dropped 49% out. 800 theaters lost.
Yep.
Yikes.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh. That's not good.
No.
$24 million is what it's made so far. So go Mio. People, you should see this movie in theaters. It's good.
Definitely.
We both liked it. It's been out for 4 weeks. And even though don't let this get to you, it's not religious. So Angel Studios is just the distributor.
If it's got Kim Coates, the odds are it's not going to be anything to do with religion. Don't get me wrong, I love Kim Coates, but no.
At number 13, we have Uma Musame. Pretty derby at the beginning of a new era. Sure. This is new this week. Okay, I've never heard of this before. I don't even know what this is. It made $900,000 though. So okay, that's cool. Good for them.
It's only in 600 theaters though.
Yeah, but still, that's for that number of theaters, that's pretty impressive. And number 14, we have Pegasus 3. That's a Chinese movie. It made $813,000 first week out. At number 15 is Pillion. I don't know what that is, but it sounds French. It made $701,000. It went up 21.7%. Not too bad. It's made $2.5 million so far. Another A24 picture. It's been out for 4 weeks. See, A24, for those who don't know, they usually pick up a lot of independent films.
Okay.
Sometimes they don't produce movies. They have scouts that go to film festivals. And if they like the movie, they'll sign contracts to distribute it.
Oh, okay.
So like Fox Searchlight, that's another one. Well, they don't call themselves Fox anymore because of the merger, but still. A lot of them do it. Neon, that's another one that does it. So, okay, that's it for the domestic. So let's go international. I always click the wrong one. See, I just did it again. Worldwide. Okay, yeah. So we'll see. Oh, okay. So Pegasus 3 is actually the number 1 in the world right now. Cool. I haven't seen 1 and 2. Okay. So Pegasus 3 has made 370 million. Sorry, I'll try that again. $370.8 million so far. Gotta give credit where credit's due. This is around the world. So when it says domestic, I think that means the Chinese market. And this is the foreign. So wow, that's huge. Number 2 is actually Wuthering Heights. That's just how I'm going to say it. I'm going to roll with it. Screw it. It made $205.4 million internationally so far. Number 3 is Blades of the Guardians. Interesting. That's $168.2 million so far. Number 4, we have Scare Out with $160 million so far. Number 5, we have Booney Bears, The Hidden Protector. Sure. $103.3 million. Number 6, we have Goat with $135.2 million so far. I kind of thought the domestic would have been higher for that. But hey, we covered that so far. Number 7 is actually Scream 7. Not bad for its opening weekend. It's made $118.3 million so far. And I actually want to talk about this. So hold on. I need a new window. Hold that thought, people. Hold on. We're still sharing the screen, right? I want to make sure. Okay, cool. No comments. No comments. Okay.
Yeah.
Where are we? Next screen. Okay. Scream franchise. Oh. Box office. There's only few horror franchises have reached the $1 billion mark. And guess what, people? Scream did it. I'm just trying to pull up some sort of article. I didn't think to do that till now. There it is. Scream ran. That's a credible source, right? No, I'm going with it. There it is. Franchise passes $1 billion so far. So I'm not going to read the article, but yeah, that was a big deal. There's only a few. There's only like 5 or 6 actually that have actually reached that mark. But no, Scream's one of them. I think Saw has reached that mark, but Scream hasn't yet, and I'm surprised by that. But good for Scream.
So Scream.
Yeah, for real. $1 billion horror franchises. I know it's a short list, so let's just see what that is. It's not often when another horror franchise reaches that mark. It's a high bar. No pun intended. So there's okay, so there's 10. That's Yahoo. Hold on. Can we do better? Wikipedia. Get out of here. Movie Web. Hold on. How to Geek. Okay, hold on. What was the first option? Okay, Screen Man. Cool. Here's the list. Okay. Where is this dated? How old is this? 2021. This is 5 years old. Okay. That's good. That's not good. Okay, let's go with the Yahoo one, I guess. If it looks, you can do it. Yeah. Sweet. Okay. When was this written? Oh my God, so many ads. Go away. I can't even read what I'm trying to see. This is from March 3rd, 2026. Perfect. Go away. Why is this so big? It's so small. I can't see. Oh my God. What is this? Go away. Okay. Let's try the Express Tribune. That was annoying.
Tribune.
This is from March 4th, 2026. Perfect. Let's see, we're not actually going to read the article. I just want the list. Is that so hard to ask?
Yep.
We'll find it. I'm on a mission now.
Oh, dear. Stay tuned, people. It's going to be a while.
I thought I'd say. I'm sure it's a good article, but that's not what I'm looking for. $1 million horror franchise list. There we go. That's all I wanted to see. Yeah, perfect. So the $1 billion horror franchises include the Conjuring universe, of course. There's like a million of those. Alien, which is surprising, but hey, I'm happy. I'm an Alien fan. I was raised on the Alien movies. Resident Evil. It. That's right. After the 2 movies, both of them made 1.7.
1.17.
Thank you, Sabrina.
You're welcome.
I can't read tonight. We're talking. Why am I on the air? And number 5 is Saw. I actually don't know what the order is, but yeah, Saw is another one. We made $1.14 billion after 10 movies. That's very impressive. And then Scream, yay! So that's what I mean. It's a very short list, and probably not what you would expect, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Child's Play. You think they would be, but no. There's only 6. That's not horror. It should be on the list. Look, ooh, what's this? Pokemon, Mickey Mouse, Winnie the Pooh. That's not horror.
All those are kids' movies.
Let's see. It's expensive. Okay. We're not getting into all that. But yeah, that's a big deal for Scream. So much for everyone trying to boycott Scream 7, I guess. I guess that made people want to see it more. I guess that's how that works.
They were trying to boycott Scream 7?
Yeah, because of what happened. Because of what happened with Melissa Barrera. So people thought she was unjustly fired. So in support of her.
That makes sense.
They didn't go. But obviously it didn't work. Because it really pushed it over the $1 billion button limit.
Well, yeah, there was so many people, including myself, looking forward to Scream 7. I'm not even a horror fan.
Yeah, but even
I was looking forward to that one.
Mm-hmm. So stay tuned for the Scream 7 episode. It's coming. At number 8 is Send Help. I'll do a live stream for this one. Scream 7 won't be live. Anyways, Send Help made $90 million so far. Number 9 is Crime 101, so it's pretty popular. It sounds like something that we would watch.
Yeah.
59. Ooh, that's a big drop. 90 and then 59. Damn, that's a gap. Number 10 is 28 years later, The Bone Temple. It made $57.8 million. At number 11, the honorable mentions is Mercy, $54.3 million. That is the new Chris Pratt one. At number 12 is The Man Who Lives with the King, $54.2 million so far. At number 13 is the independent film Iron Lung. That's the Markiplier movie, the one that I was telling you about. Oh, hold on, itchy eye, sorry. Okay. Iron Lung made $49.9 million so far. So that's pretty good for independently released movie. And made. Number 14 is Greenland 2 Migration, 43.6. At number 15, the final honorable mention is Return to Silent Hill at 43.0. Okay.
Out of curiosity.
Yes.
How far down is Solo Mio?
Where's Solo Mio? Around about 20.
Oh, wow.
It's made $24.8 million internationally.
Oh, wow.
So this about wraps up the weekend box office update. So where are we? Here we are. Oh, wait. Here we are. Okay. I just need a drink. Where's my water? Oh, right in front of me.
If it was any closer, it'd bite you.
So, Sabrina, are you ready for the main event?
As ready as I'm going to be while I can be.
Let's get ready to rumble. Okay, so where do you want to start? Here's the list.
Why don't we start with the All of My Heart trilogy?
Okay, great start. I'll pull up the poster. And then where do you want to begin?
At the beginning.
Okay. Okay, so let's start with that. Oh, do you see what I did there? And share the screen. Okay, but where's good? We have 2 people watching. That's awesome. Thank you, other viewer. Thank you, 2 viewers. I don't know why I said other viewer. Anyways, we're sharing the screen. We are. Hold on. We have to go in the corner. Sorry, baby. I put you in the corner.
Good grief. Just when you think that you're too old to be put in the corner.
All of my heart. Let's see the first one.
Jordan in Love. No, there it is.
All of My heart.
There.
Okay, wait, before we get to the poster. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Okay, so most of these are Hallmark movies. Go away. There's not that many YouTubers talking about Hallmark movies, and they're movies too. They deserve, like, a lot of work still goes into them. Like, it takes a lot of work to make a movie.
Yeah.
Like, you write it, you direct it, you have to make the poster, all the people on the set, like the caterers, the contractors for the sets, the lighting crew. Like, a lot goes into a movie. Animal trainers in this case, because there's goats. I'm sure there was somebody else set to handle them.
Clothing design,
costume design, set design, all of it. I just realized the trailer's going on. I don't want to get copyright claimed. Okay.
And the
Sorry, go on.
no, just all the people that build the sets.
Exactly, it's contractors. Okay, where am I going? Okay, so this one was directed by Peter DeLuise. Thank you.
Yeah.
Written by Karen Berger. You're more familiar with the Hallmark movies. Do these people do a lot of these kinds of movies? Like, are they familiar with
I don't actually pay a lot of attention to who wrote and directed.
Okay, cool. So this stars Lacey Chabert, of course.
Yeah.
Brennan Elliott and Edward Asner. So here's the poster. Honestly, I don't really like the poster because it doesn't really tell you a whole lot. Like, it shows the city here and it shows the country here.
It really doesn't do justice for the movie, that's for sure.
That's what I mean. Like, if I saw this, I'd be like, okay, what's the movie about? You should know kind of what the movie's about when you see the poster.
Yeah.
Picture says 1,000 words, right? So, what do you like about this movie?
I love the chemistry between Lacey Chabert and Brennan Elliott. I've seen them in multiple movies together, not just the All of My Heart trilogies, and they work so well together. You could feel the compassion that they have for each other.
That's awesome. I'm just going to briefly go over the plot synopsis because we haven't done that yet. As the people who haven't seen it kind of know what it is. We're not going to talk about spoilers. Go away. Not sponsored. We're trying to read here. How rude. No, I'm not going to do that voice. After inheriting a house of... Take two. After inheriting half a house, a young woman develops an unexpected friendship from her co-owner. See, if I would have said that in a darker voice, that would have came off a different way.
Yeah.
Tone.
Yep.
If it was narrated in the preview, it wouldn't sound like that. It would have more of an upbeat voice. After inheriting half a house, a woman develops an unexpected friendship with her co-owner.
I wouldn't leave the video playing though.
Yes, thank you.
For the copyright issues.
Thank you. Okay, so here's the poster. So something that I like about this is I do like the story. It is nice. It's not forced like some of these other Hallmark movies are. These are total strangers when they meet. I forget how they're connected to both being inherited to the house.
She was related somehow to Emily, who was the previous owner of the house.
Okay.
I sad to say, don't remember. And I've watched these movies a million times.
Okay, no worries. The point is that they're both connected to the house. And I do like how their friendship develops. They don't just, like, it's not that love at first sight kind of thing.
No.
Some of these movies are. They hate each other.
Yeah, oh, yes.
Yes. This one is pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. The movies are funny that I thought they would be. But go on.
He was working on Wall Street. Did not want to live country or anything like that.
No, he wants to sell the house. That's the conflict.
She, on the other hand, loves the country, doesn't want to sell. So they start off as enemies. But things change over time.
Yeah, and not to say too much, but it is pretty funny what happened. The different developments. They get goats, and that kind of helps with the bond. And I'm not gonna lie, the goats are the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
The goats are so cute.
The only issue I really have with the movie, in the first part, you get this great big old country farmhouse. The 2-story, the wraparound porch, everything. But in the second and third installments, the house is a complete different house. The first house they painted green. The house in the other two are blue and half the size. That is my biggest issue with this movie. If you're gonna have the house, then have it in all 3 trilogies, not just, or all 3 movies, not just the first one.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm trying to find the house, but of course,
Like, even that, they couldn't even agree to a color on the house at first.
yeah, it's the little things, right?
Exactly.
Of course, they don't have a picture of the house. If they don't have it, I'll just Google it. I'll find it. Digital just set photos. Let's see. Do we see these? Yeah, we saw these. No, we didn't see these. No. Okay, well, that's fun. Different posters.
Oh, there's part of the house.
Yeah. You can sort of see the house in the poster there.
That's not a very good shot, though.
Okay, let's find it. So, what would I even search for that? House from
All of my heart.
Thank you. Heart. That one?
Nope, that's second and third.
No, that's not the third house. There it is. See? That one?
Yeah.
See, it's a totally different house, people. Can I make this bigger? Uh-oh.
No, change the house.
Okay, well, here.
It doesn't quite work like it does on a cell phone.
No, I thought if I had the plus sign. No, okay. Let's see. I just want a bigger picture. Oh, wait. Aha. Oh. How's that look on the phone?
I don't know. It hasn't gotten there yet.
Yeah. So there's the house. As you can see, there's a nice covered porch.
Yeah, it goes.
2 stories.
It's still
there.
tiny, but you can see it anyway.
So,
but they ended up painting it green as the first compromise.
Yeah.
But then, if you look at the house in the second and third movies, which we'll get to in a minute.
Yeah, we're getting to
there's the house.
Yeah, that one. See, it's a totally different house. See, there's the first one again. That's actually a good picture.
Yeah.
But I can't make it bigger. Oh, wait. Damn it. Okay. But
that's not bad.
Our point's still valid. That one's bigger.
And there's the house in the second and third one. So, as you can see, there's a huge difference in even the style of the house.
Considering the house was such a major plot point in the first one, and they don't even address it. They don't even talk about the house being different. And they're like, wait, what? It's the same house. Of course it is. So yeah, that is funny. Okay.
That's my only issue with the movie.
Yeah. I just need to get that visual representation to really get that point across, because you are right. Continuity, people.
Yeah. Although it is funny because neither one of them have a lot of money. And they're trying to fix this house up. while Brian, who works on Wall Street, is trying his luck with a toolbox.
Oh yeah.
Ladies, if your man doesn't know plumbing, don't let him touch it, unless you want your kitchen sink to sing.
Yeah, that's a pretty funny running gag. The characters are likable too, like the side characters. I like how they actually have roles, like they play an impact on the characters' decisions.
Absolutely.
They have meaningful conversations and they reflect on them and they act on them.
And
like the waitress. What's the waitress's name?
I think it might be Terry.
Terry, yeah, she's really funny.
Maybe.
I like her character.
But it takes place in Bucks County.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody in Bucks County is so friendly.
It's a small town vibe.
Absolutely.
There's Ed Asner. He's got a really funny role too.
Yeah.
He just sits on the bench most of the movie, but he just chimes in once in a while and he reflects on characters and he gives advice. It's funny. He like anchors the film. He's like the straight man and all that. Because some characters are kooky. The store owner is pretty good too. He's more of a straight man though.
Yes.
He's not like funny.
Not
meant to be.
Some of the stuff he came out with was
okay
because he was picking on Brian constantly.
That's true.
He's man of few words.
I like the joke about how his kids look like him too. The kids are goats.
Yeah.
I see the resemblance.
Yeah.
So do you have anything else to say about the first film?
No, definitely. If you're at all a fan of either one of them, Lacey Chabert or Brendan Elliott, give it a watch.
I know we watched this one on the PVR, but
no, we did not watch this. This is one I don't have.
Oh, no, you didn't. Okay, so we watched this one on Prime. So it is streaming on Prime for Stack TV in Canada.
I don't know if we watch it on Prime or if I found it on YouTube.
Oh, it could be on YouTube. Some movies are. So let's get to the second one. My Heart
in Love.
In Love. There it is. 2017. Did I say the year for the other one? That was 2015 for the record.
Yeah.
I just like to keep track of dates and years and stuff like that. Go away, not sponsored. Okay, so this one was directed by Terry Ingram and Carrie Berger. Brian and Jenny are engaged and preparing for the grand opening of their bed and breakfast. But when a big storm hits Bucks County, all of their plans end up sopping wet. Hijinks ensue. Oh no. Whoa.
Yeah, that turned out to be a bit of a disaster, to say the least.
Uh-oh. Is the picture not right? Is it corrupted? Yeah, let's try again. Oh, that's not a good photo. Where's the poster? Set photos. There's the goat.
There's
goat.
The goats.
Oh, there's the goats. Oh.
It's funny how Mama always tries to take off with his paperwork.
Yeah.
He tries to eat his paperwork.
Okay.
Never mind the dog eating the homework.
Yeah.
What about the goats eating homework?
Oh, here we go.
Okay,
no.
People, would that still work? The goat ate my homework?
I'm going to say yes.
Oh, we have a comment.
Oh, there's a comment. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let's go there. We have a comment. Let's see. We're back. Best cut. How you doing, Chris? Oh. Hello. I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you for watching. If you're just tuning in, we're covering the Spotlight. Start over. If you're just tuning in, we're doing the Actor Spotlight on Lacey Chabert tonight. I'm trying to think of new ideas for different types of shows aside from just reviews and rankings. So
If you have any ideas out there, put them in the comments. Let us know.
I was just gonna say that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I beat you to it.
You did.
You're getting too tongue-tied tonight. You're having too much of a hard time speaking as it is.
And let us know your favorite Lacey Chabert movie down below.
If you have one.
If you have one, we might be introducing new movies to people that they haven't heard of before. Right now, we're just talking about All of My Heart in Love, the sequel to All of My Heart. So, what do you like about this one, or what do you have to say about it?
There's a lot of plot twists in this one that are completely unexpected, and you may feel that they are irrelevant to the storyline. But once you've seen the third one, it will all make sense at that point. I know he was skeptical. He couldn't make sense of it.
I gotta push back on what you said, but I'll let you finish first. But I don't want to interrupt.
But even you at the end understood
At the end of the trilogy, yeah.
what twists that they threw. Go ahead.
Okay, but as a standalone movie, it should have a pretty solid beginning, middle, and end. There's not really a resolution to anything that goes on. A lot of stuff happens in this movie, and then it's just kind of left up in the air. And there's a lot of new characters introduced. Oh, this movie's a mess compared to some of the other like second chapters in trilogies. Like, I get how it's trying to set stuff up, but it shouldn't just rely on being all set up. There's not really any payoff. You know what I mean? Like, not what I don't think any of the other plots that get set up in this one get resolved. So, like, even the wedding, it's not told in the next movie, obviously, because in the name of it, we'll get to that. That's not a spoiler. We're not talking about spoilers tonight, but yeah. I just thought it was too scattershot. Some of the new characters aren't as likable as the ones that we already know. I think she's the podcaster, the girl that stays at the bed and breakfast, the one that falls for the guy that works in the store.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that girl's really annoying. Like, the character, I don't see how him and her even got together, but she tries this thing where she pretends things are broken, and then like, it's like a sitcom kind of plot,
sort of.
Almost. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's kind of like some of them are unnecessary, but
everybody deserves a chance at love.
Yes, that is true. But you see what I'm saying, though, right?
No.
But yeah, that's just what I feel about. I think this is the weakest one out of the three myself.
I have to agree. But then, like I said, once you see the third installment, parts from the second installment will make more sense.
Yes, but in a trilogy, each movie should sort of stand on their own.
It should.
Like, even in Empire Strikes Back, there's some things that do get resolved. Like, they introduce who is Luke Skywalker's father. They find out in the second one. It's Darth Vader. Spoilers for Star Wars. If you haven't seen that movie, it's like 50 years old now. Is it 50 years old? Yeah, it's 70s.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's got to be close.
I'll cover Star Wars
45 years, maybe.
May is Star Wars month. Oh, I have plans for Star Wars. But tonight's about Lacey Chabert. You know, I'm done with this movie. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's move on.
On to the third one.
All right. All of My Heart. It's just
The
called
Wedding.
The Wedding. So this movie doesn't make me mad per se. It just kind of frustrates me. The Wedding. It's all set up and no payoff. But The Wedding isn't too bad. Here's the poster. Actually, yeah, wait. Hold on. Poster first. Oh, this poster's cute.
Mm-hmm.
It says a lot because you see what's going on here. You see the goat. It's kind of a disaster in the background.
That's why when they're trying to build the gazebo, they're not having a good time with that.
Yeah.
Ryan.
That is a plot point.
Really nice guy. Not handy with tools.
Oh, he tries though. Go away. Not sponsored.
Excuse me, folks. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
No, closer to my,
I got ahead of myself. Sorry. Okay. So, the plot for this one: as the big day approaches, Jenny and Brian are faced with having to give up their ownership of Emily's country inn to a distant relative, while financial issues continue to plague the couple. This was directed by Terry Ingram and written by Karen Berger. So it looks like they wrote and directed all three of them. That's pretty cool. And this one stars Lacey Chabert, Brennan Elliott, and Pauline Egan. I think she's the distant relative. So that is a new plot twist that they threw in, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Just see if I can find her in some of these pictures. And like Sabrina was saying earlier, this one does do a good job of tying up loose ends. Like sorry, I don't know what is with me and my tongue and talking tonight. But anyways, this one has a finality to it. It does a good job of tying up all the loose ends. So really, you have to watch the first two to make sense of this one. So here's some pictures from the movie. There's the goats. There's goats in all of them. There's different goats in this one. The new generation of goats in this one. I think that's that podcaster lady. Or maybe that's the waitress. Actually, no, that's the waitress. Sorry. My mistake. Heather Dorkson. Sorry if I butchered that. But yeah, this one came out in 2018. So they all came out within a few years of each other. So I give Hallmark credit for that too, the consistency and being able to have that sort of payoff. Obviously, there was a fan base, and they gave the fans what they wanted. There's Ed Asner again. He's in all three. He walks her down the aisle. It's really sweet. He's always been like a grandpa figure to not just her, but everyone in the town. He's actually a pretty crucial character in all this. He's like the motivator. He gives the speeches. He helps people reflect on other people's actions, things of that nature. He's like the anchor. And while it's not his most comedic performance, it's very heartwarming. He still has his moments too. He's pretty funny. I mean, it's Ed Asner. Of course it's going to be funny. I'm going to date myself, but I grew up watching him in reruns of the Mary Tyler Moore Show. He was the boss. Here's some more pictures. There's the goats again. Oh, look at the goats. Like and subscribe if you love goats. I do like the wedding dress too. Sometimes less is more. You don't have to have this big frou-frou fancy thing. So let's take a look at some more pictures. Oh, look at the goats. And Asner, more wedding pictures. Oh, hold on. I'll go back. That was too fast. There's the guy that we've been talking about. He works at the store. He's a friend of theirs. There's the waitress. She's the maid of honor in this one.
Really?
Not sponsored. Go away. Oh, the flower goats. It's a cake There's the house. There's a better picture of the house, but it's not the same house. They don't even address it. It's not even two-decker. That is a nice porch swing, though. Did we loop around? No, I haven't seen this one yet. This is a good picture. It's a better picture of the house. It's weird they don't even really show it from the pictures from the first movie. Oh, there she is. Yeah, Pauline Egan. She's the distant relative that wants to sell the house. So this one has more of a point to it. It's got a more focused plot. It's just, it's got the other characters too, and those loose ends do get tied up, but it's more about this than anything else. So that's where the main conflict comes from, because you got to have conflict, right? The other one just didn't. The second one, it didn't really have a main conflict. It just had a bunch of little things that were going on all over the place. This one's more focused. Kind of like how the first one's more focused. It's the conflict between the two characters, and then they eventually fall in love. That's not a spoiler. I mean, it's a Hallmark movie. Everyone saw that coming. But yeah, the whole thing is trying to convince this lady that the inn is worth, well, the house is worth keeping. I think she was a cousin.
Yes.
Yeah, she's the cousin. So do you want to
Sorry
elaborate?
about that, folks.
No problem.
She was Lacey Chabert's second cousin. And out of the blue arrives claiming she owns, or she's entitled to, a third of the house. Well, she's a numbers person. She lives in Chicago, wants no part of anything to do with this house, other than she's willing to get the numbers, sell it, and she'll take a third of the money, or they can buy her out, which also is a problem due to the fact they are already financially struggling because of all the issues having to fix up Emily's Country Inn. So without giving anything away, I don't want to spoil it for you. I will let Chris take over from there before I spoil it.
What were you gonna say? Like, without saying it.
It's just she doesn't get her way.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
The whole town comes together.
Don't say too much. I just want to get rid of this. Hold on. Hide that. Okay. Because it's blocking. There we go. I just saw the little screen.
Yeah. Just put it the way the joys of living in small towns.
Okay, so here's the building the gazebo. We're just kind of going through some of the pictures here. Making pancakes.
Yeah, I don't let Brian cook either.
That's a better picture of the house.
Mm.
After all the time spent trying to find it, it was here. Forum posters are cool too. Ooh, that one's really bad. That's like something
I like
see
that.
Cool.
I like that poster.
Okay, moving on. These are all the same, basically. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I think we looped around. Yeah. Nice porch swing.
Mm-hmm. I'd be in my glory to live in the country again like that.
Yep. So do you have any other thoughts on the final chapter? One thing I said when you walked away was I like the finality of it. It does a good job of tying up the loose ends. I will give you that.
Yes. It was a beautiful wedding. The trilogy is definitely a must watch.
That's true. The costume design and the set designs are gorgeous. A lot of thought was put into how they designed the wedding.
And so is the landscape, like just her front yard and everything. Sorry, their front yard.
No doubt. So, which movie do you want to talk about next?
Guess I just skipped that, didn't we? Family for Christmas.
There we go. The next movie on the list. All these movies are in the little collage I made for the thumbnail. This one's called Family for Christmas. Oh, I didn't do F. Okay. And actually, before we get to that, I just want to check one thing. Share the screen. Okay. No comments. Okay. Okay. So, where are we? Let's start with cast and crew. This was directed by Amanda Tapping, written by Brian Freed. Briar Freed, thank you. Sorry for butchering that. It stars Lacey Chabert, Tyron Litzo. How do you say that?
I have no idea.
Okay, fair enough. And then Millie Wilkinson. Cool. This one's about after a conversation with the man playing Santa Claus during her office Christmas party, a woman wakes up to find herself married to her college sweetheart with 2 kids and questions her life choices. Here's the poster. This poster is actually pretty creative. I do like this because she's reflecting on her past, right? And then she sees he's from her past.
Yeah.
There's that double meaning. That's actually really cool. It's horribly photoshopped though.
Yeah.
And this came out in July. So this is one of those Christmas in July movies that they did. I just noticed that here. This would have been the poster that I used for the collage. But yeah, what did you like about this one? Why did you pick this movie?
Well, imagine your lifestyle. You're a single woman. You're on top of everything. Your life is, so you think, perfect. And then you go to sleep, and when you wake up in the morning, you're no longer single. You've got a husband. You've got 2 beautiful daughters. You've got a great big dog. And all just out of the blue. How would that make you feel? I know myself. Never mind having a dog on the bed. I think I'd be having kittens. But it's got such an interesting story about it. And that was one thing that caught my attention, was how I would feel if I were in those shoes. And I don't know what I would do, to be honest. They haven't seen each other since college, as it shows in the poster.
Can I just add to what you're saying real quick?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like what this movie does. This movie does what I liked about Eternal. It makes you question your life choices.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Go on. That's all I want to say.
Like, so many people say they don't want kids.
Like me.
Okay, exactly.
I never wanted kids.
Now, and I did. Now, imagine you wake up. You've got 2 kids.
Yeah, that would be weird.
A dog. A wife. And you get familiar with that lifestyle. You develop a bond with those children, with the dog, with your wife. And I wake up, it's like, okay, was that all just a dream? Did it really happen? Could that possibly be my life? Like, could I embrace that lifestyle?
Wait, was it all a dream in the movie? Because that was unclear.
No, it was it.
So, like, the event happened, like, she experienced it.
Yeah, it
but
was
then went
almost
back
like
to
an
the way that it
alternate
was.
reality.
Thank you. Okay, cool. That's what I was trying to say.
But it really does, like you said, it makes you question your life choices. Like, I've always wanted kids. I did get my one, but what had happened? What would have happened if I didn't have my child? Even though she's a grown up on her own, what would my life have been like if I didn't have kids or pets? I don't know how my life would have been.
You'd be a whole different person.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So definitely makes you think. Myself,
Cool.
it makes me think.
Okay. Sorry. Cool. Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you. So, I kind of have to push back a little bit on this. I didn't really like this movie. There's another movie. It's called Family Man. It's got Nicolas Cage in it, and it's sort of the same idea. He was rich. I think he was on Wall Street though, or something. Not important. Anyways, he wakes up, whole different lifestyle. He's got this family that he never like asked for or anything like that because he focused on his career, similar to this one. But this is like the sanitized version of that. But it feels like it doesn't do enough to like differentiate itself because she has this family, she doesn't really know about the kids, but even that raises a lot of questions too. I had the same problem with the Family Man. She doesn't know what's going on, but everyone else is acting like everything has always been like this. But her saying that alternate reality thing actually explained a lot, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I feel like most of the time she doesn't have a whole lot of like growth. She just does the things and then she just gets progressively better. It's very predictable, you know what I mean? Like you do the montages, you do the things here and there, but then like she gets so far, like
It becomes repetitive.
It becomes repetitive. Yeah, it gets kind of tedious. Like she has to make cookies, so she goes to the store. The daughters are disappointed. But then it's like, why do you care about these kids that you know, like you're just meeting for the first time? She has to get in that mode. The whole way it approaches the whole thing is just kind of weird. Like it's just like why, like from her angle, like why do you care about these people if this isn't what you wanted? You know what I mean? But you are right; it does make you reflect. So it's all about how you look at it, I guess.
Yeah, I find there's a few movies like this. There's a few movies like this.
Yeah.
Because there's another one called I think it was A Family for Thanksgiving or something along that line.
Yeah. So for
and it was the same idea. Woman was a businesswoman, went to bed, wake up, she's got a family. So I find there's a lot of takeoffs of this kind of movie.
Yeah, for a entire premise, it doesn't offer anything new. It's basically like not a complete like shot for shot like rehash of it, but it's very similar beats. He had problems with the wife, and then the problems with the kids, and then the home life, and then I think he has to adjust to like a new job or something like that. She's a housewife in this. She's got to deal with the school stuff. She has to deal with PTA meetings. She has to deal with like school plays, like things like that, extracurricular activities. So there is the humor in that, being the fish out of water story, but this just feels like more of a product than a film.
Agreed.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's my problem with a lot of Hallmark movies. Some of them stand out. Some of them do. I like how they have the trilogy of All in the Heart. So that's just my opinion, though.
As you can tell, I am a true Hallmark movie fan.
True.
I love my Hallmark movies. I watch Hallmark pretty much year round. If I want to watch a movie, can guarantee it's going to be Hallmark.
and I'll watch anything. That's why I'm doing this episode, because I want to do kind of a spotlight on Hallmark movies. And I asked her to make a list. This is her list. I made one contribution. We haven't gotten to it yet. We will. But yes, what else do you want to say? The positives about this movie. I don't want to just trash it, because it's not all bad. It does have its moments. It is cute.
It is cute. It's funny when she wakes up and she has kids and she's standing there looking like, what's going on? Who are you? Why am I dressed like this? Where's my apartment?
Yeah.
She goes looking for her boss. She goes to go to her old apartment and they won't let her in. Like,
The doorman, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny in that aspect.
Yeah.
But if you're a Hallmark fan, watch it.
They have good chemistry too, the two actors, these two people.
Yeah.
Has this guy been in other Hallmark movies? Are you familiar with him?
I don't really recognize him very much.
Okay. That's cool. So do you have anything else to say? Like final thoughts on Family for Christmas?
No,
That's
no
it.
more thoughts on that.
Okay. So I think we should do this one next. Because all that's left are the other ones. The last two.
Okay.
We have 7 movies to talk about today. This is number 5. The one that we're going on now. So the next one, I actually did enjoy this one. This one's pretty good. Love on Safari. This is one of the first ones she showed me when we first started getting together. When I first started coming over to your place.
Yeah. You believe it's been almost 4 years now?
I'm not sponsored, yeah. 4 years. Okay. Why isn't it doing that? That's weird. Okay, anyways. So this one's about a web designer, Kira, of Chicago, inherits a wildlife reserve in South Africa. There, she meets Ranger Tom. Will she sell it or return to her accountant boyfriend, Brad? Or... I think that's how you're supposed to read that.
Yeah.
Not bad for a first time reading that, eh? Okay.
Directed by and written by.
Thank you. It was directed by Leif Bristow and written by Elizabeth Stewart. It stars Lacey Chabert, of course. John Core, I think that's the
I
name.
think so, yeah.
Okay. And then Brittany Bristow. Was that the sister?
I think so.
Okay. I don't like
those 2 names I'm really unfamiliar with other than that in this movie.
Okay. Right off the bat, I don't like this poster. I don't like when they have floating heads like this.
Yeah.
And come on. They put the people bigger than the animals. When you hear a movie like Love on Safari, you watch it for the animals. I don't care who you are.
Especially when those animals are kind of large.
Exactly. I had the same issue.
Big animals here.
I had the same issue with the Jurassic Park poster. You remember that?
Yep.
With had Scarlett Johansson, but she was bigger than the T-Rex on the poster. It's like, come on. Really?
Would you excuse me for a few minutes? Need to go make tea.
Okay. She's gonna go make tea, so I'm gonna fill in for now. So yeah, I do think the couple here has good chemistry. And I do like how in all these movies, Lacey Chabert does play different characters, if you know what I mean. She's not just playing the same person over and over again. Like, sure, she inherits something like she does in the other movies, but this is totally different. It's not a house that she's inheriting, it's a business. So it's all about...
And a home and
a
landscape.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot more to it. So it's all about, can I actually run a business that I have no experience in before? And then there's these people that are at the safari place, and they're very friendly with her. They try to help her out the best that they can. So let's see if I can go through some of these pictures. So I do like in the beginning, she gets there on this tiny little plane. I don't want to play too much of the trailer. Oh, there's the plane though. Hold on. There it is. Hold on. Okay, it'll show it again. Maybe it'll even have a picture of the plane. So I'll just cycle through. I really don't like that poster. There they are on safari. Literally. I do love the animal shots. There's a lot of cool shots of like elephants, there's hippos, giraffes. They really did shoot the film in South Africa. So I appreciate when they film on location. There's some of the elephants there. Very majestic creatures. I love animals and wildlife. So that is one perk about this movie. There's the sisters. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of her character. She's very bland. She doesn't really add much to the movie. Sure, she's supportive and she's friendly, but she could have been taken out of the movie and it wouldn't really have any impact on the plot. She doesn't really do anything except be people's like cheerleader. Not literally, but she supports everybody. Oh yeah, you can do this, you can do that. She doesn't really have a subplot or anything. She doesn't have like an internal conflict or anything. Like, yeah, she doesn't want Lacey Chabert to sell the place, but that's it. Like, she's very basic, very bland. There's not a whole lot to her character. Kind of unnecessary. There's part of the plane. More elephants. She meets the locals, and that's cool. It does show the villages. I would love to visit Africa.
Oh, me too.
That was too fast. But you can't really see it. There's one of the villages she goes to visit.
But I'm not so sure the animals would be as friendly.
No. It's not really a spoiler, but she realizes the impact the place has on the surrounding communities.
Yeah.
And how important it is to the people that live there, not just the tourists.
No, but
So it's layered.
It's a job. It's an income to take care of their families.
Yeah. Let's go back. I thought this was the hyena at first, but it's not. Oh, it doesn't say what it is. It's like an African dog or something, but they call it a certain name. There's a giraffe. Elephants. Wow, that's a good picture. I don't want to scroll through too fast. Give people a chance to actually look at it. Yeah, there's some gorgeous shots. I love the way this movie's filmed. There's a warthog. There's so much wildlife in this movie. So if you're an animal lover, that's one reason to seek this movie out. This one is available on Amazon Prime. Most of these movies are on Prime if you have Stack TV in Canada. If you're American, then you might not. If you're American, you might not know what I'm talking about. Sorry. Ooh, lions. That's right. They do have lions in this movie. They have zebras. They go on safari a few times. There's the zebras. So yeah, I love the way they filmed some of these scenes. Ooh, that's a good picture of the lion. These are just test screening photos. Set photo. That's a cool picture. Ooh, gorgeous. I was just talking about how I like the wildlife.
Oh, absolutely.
How they film those safari scenes, and they had gorgeous shots like this. I'm glad I found this picture because they really did film it in South Africa.
I would love to go to South Africa.
That tea smells good. What are you drinking?
Green tea mango antioxidant.
Ooh, fancy. So yeah, I was just scrolling through some of these pictures. Now that you're back after making your tea, what did you like about this movie? Just talk. I'll keep scrolling. Yeah.
The wildlife. Being able to see them in their natural habitat, not caged up.
Yeah.
I would love to go to Africa just to be able to see them doing what they do, not just roaming around because they're in a small cage or something. And I find the chemistry between those two is really good as well.
They do have good chemistry. I really buy him as like a park ranger.
Yeah.
He does a good job showing the concern for the animals. He's still human. He's not
And his
totally
sister.
naive. Yeah, well, I don't really like the sister character. I already got into that. What do you like about the sister character? Defend. I like to push back.
I like how she steps up. She tells him, like, talk to her. You know, the typical sister gives her input, kind of like how when I started going out with you, you listened to your sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad you did. So yeah, I think she plays a good role for standing up strong when her brother is falling apart. She kind of stands up as a post for him and helps him get through that. But also being able to work with the animals as well and look after them. And she seems like she would be easy to talk to. Whether you're a resident, an employee, or one of the people staying there, the visitors. So I liked her character.
Okay, that's cool. One thing I did like about this story is how the love story is sort of an afterthought in this movie. It's more focused about the business end of it all and the drama behind that. I'm trying to get this plane, but I don't want to show too much of it. There it is. That tiny little plane. I love how she arrives. Cool.
Yeah, she looks like she was having a panic attack at that point.
Yeah.
With that little plane.
Yeah. But like I was saying, yeah, the love story is good because it's not so on the nose as a lot of these Hallmark movies can be. It's not really part of the story at all. It just kind of gradually evolves slowly. But both of them, they're not even really thinking about the other person like that in that way.
Yeah.
Not until close to the end when they realize, oh, if you're gone, I'm not going to see you anymore. And that's when it kind of sinks in. And that's more realistic, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's cool how they handle the love story. They try and do it different ways.
The bulk of it was how to preserve that.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't have to sell, and how she's going to come up with the money to keep it running.
Yeah, I like the title too. It's got multiple meanings, the Love on Safari. So that's cool. Do you have anything else to add about Love on Safari, or do you want to move on?
We can move on.
Which one do you want to do next?
Let's go Lost in Paradise.
Okay, there's 2 left, people. But before we get to that, let's just check for comments. Okay, no comments. 2 movies to go. Wait, are we sharing the screen? I don't think I got rid of it. No, I didn't. Okay. Paranoid about not doing that. This one is a more recent movie. It came out this year. In January?
I believe so.
It was part of their January string of movies. The gimmick was each one was filmed at a different location. Go away.
Yeah.
Not sponsored. Yeah, 2026.
I thought it would have said what month.
New movie. Oh, it'll say on the poster.
January
3rd. Love on Safari. Yeah, January 3rd. So it came out 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
This was a good rom-com.
Yeah. Let's get to technical stuff first. Directed by Justin Reichert.
Dustin Reichert.
Oh my God. Wow, I did not read that accurately at all. Sorry. Dustin Reichert. Yes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Written by Stephanie Jackson and Zach Lewis. Aside from Lacey Chabert, stars Ian Harding and James Trevena. Sorry if I butchered that. That time I read it right. I just don't know how to pronounce it. So here's the plot. When the founder of a high-end fashion company gets marooned on a deserted island with a chef, romance blossoms as they work together to survive. Now, this is the one I was referring to when I was going over the weekend box office about Send Help.
Yeah.
This is like the sanitized PG version, like rom-com version of Send Help, because that is very much survival horror. And that movie is really gross too, but I love it in all the best ways. So I recommend Send Help. That episode I'll probably do in the next coming weeks or so, because I like to alternate.
Yeah.
This weekend's non-horror. So let's get to Lost in Paradise. I do like this poster. This is the funny poster.
The dog.
And it's got a cute little dog. Nothing happens to the dog. It's not that kind of movie.
No, the dog's fine.
So what did you like about this movie? This is a new movie, so I'm very interested why this got put on your list.
I just thought it was just downright funny. I was skeptical at first because it takes a little bit to get into it. But it is definitely worth the watch. It had us in stitches laughing. From jumps to she thinks at one point she lost her dog and the dog comes out of absolutely nowhere. The dog tends to go off and explore in the jungle all by herself. I thought it was funny how they were in survival mode.
Yeah.
For so long at the beginning there.
Same thing. The love story is kind of put on the back burner. It's not about, oh, we're stuck, but I love you.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, what are we going to do? Oh, crap. We got to survive.
Yeah. Building some sort of shelter. Being able to determine what's edible and what isn't. Which can be fatal if you don't know what you're looking for out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find out that they were on the wrong side.
Yeah. And this movie has a lot of, I don't want to say too much, but there's a lot of things that happen that are unexpected. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Some unexpected things happen because they think the island is uncharted, but they only explore so much of it, and there's discoveries to be made.
Lots of discoveries and twists.
But I love how you mentioned the survival aspect, because that's the thing I love about this the most. It doesn't get too into it. Like, they don't show them killing animals. They show them fishing.
Yeah. And
that's basically how they survive. They survive off the fish. They don't go off killing boars or anything like that.
Yeah.
So there's no boar, obviously. It's not that kind of movie.
Well, no. And even to fishing, they were having kind of a hard time with that, too.
But it's clever. They gotta make fire, so she uses like a magnifying glass to make the fire.
Yeah.
They're not stupid characters, and I do appreciate that. Some of these Hallmark movies, no offense, because I know how much you love these movies. These characters are stupid. I love slasher movies, and I can admit the characters are stupid in those movies. Sometimes, but not in this. They're a lot smarter, and it's not about like, oh, like I can't find the fish, so I'm not going to survive. No, they talk about the berries. I think they talk about mushrooms at some point.
I believe so.
Don't quote me on that, but there's different vegetation too. It's not just about what protein.
Plants.
Yeah, that was my point. The vegetation.
Yeah. Because some of them can be fatal, others can be life-saving.
And one thing I did notice that I thought was kind of funny, when like it shows them on the plane, they're going to like their location, but they totally missed the plane crash. Like they don't miss it; they skip the plane crash part. Did you notice that? It just shows them on the island. It's like, oh, okay, well, you can imply that they crashed. Like I guess that wasn't in the budget. but I don't know what the budget is. There's nothing against low budget movies, but there's a way to work around not being able to do things, and
that was
in a way that was clever, but it's noticeable. It's like, oh, okay, now we're here. I just thought that was funny. And one thing too, she's a fashion designer, and she kind of lost touch with her like artistic side.
Yeah.
So I like how being alone on the island kind of gets her more in tune with that.
Yeah. She said making her own clothes.
Yeah, so this character does have that character growth. She just doesn't just go through the motions that we expect, like the other character did in that Family for Christmas movie.
Yes.
That's my major complaint with that character. This character has more purpose. She's more plot driven too. She's all about survival. And the chef, he knows his food, so that comes in handy for the plot too. And the clothes come in to play for the plot too, but I don't want to say too much. Even the shelter they make is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Kind of clever how they did that. So do you have anything else to say? I feel like I'm talking more about this movie. Sorry, go on.
That's okay.
I'll go to the pictures while you talk.
I'm quite content following your lead here.
Yeah, thank you. I did like this movie. Not all Hallmark movies are bad. I feel like they get a bad rep. Some of them are cheaply made and cheesy acted, but some of my favorite slasher movies are cheaply made and poorly acted. So who am I to complain, right?
And I found this one quite funny.
This one is very funny. I can see myself watching this one again.
Oh, absolutely.
Rewatch factor is important. These people are also part of the crew. Not much to say about them. Coconuts. Coconuts are hard to open. That's all I'll say about that. Do you agree coconuts are hard to open?
Oh, yeah. You got to be a pretty good climber to get up there to get them, too.
In my Jaws episode, I found a fact. More people die of coconuts every year than shark attacks. Do you remember that?
Yep. Yeah, I got to watch out for them falling coconuts.
There's a raft here. This is the island. The island's gorgeous. I love the way they filmed it.
Yeah.
I give him credit for actually filming on the island. He's doing a chef thing. And during the meals, they kind of, not really flirt, but they talk. But they don't really like flirt at first. A lot of movies are like that. They start off as enemies.
They're civil.
They're civil, but they don't like each other.
Yeah, that's clear.
They're not rude like in Oh My Heart. They're not nice at all in the beginning with each other.
No.
They try to get help. They spell it out like that. There's some of the shelter that they made. She has to alter her clothes as she goes along because it's so hot on the island, right?
Yeah.
I think they're somewhere in Indonesia. Is that where they said it was? I don't remember. So. Yeah. There's a dog. Does the dog have a name? T-Rex. The dog has a name. I couldn't remember the dog's name. Sorry. Those are the other crewmates. There's not much to those characters, though. Like I don't really have anything to say about those people.
Well, those characters, you don't really see them throughout the whole movie.
No.
You see them at the beginning and the end.
No, they go on the raft. Oh, probably should have showed that picture. But she was famous. That's her private plane, I think. I like when they show behind the scenes pictures like this, when you can see the cameras and the way they have to set up the shots. People don't think about the work that goes into what you're actually looking at. It's not just what's happening on screen, but what's happening off screen.
Yep.
It's another reason why I want to highlight Hallmark movies, because made-for-TV movies are still movies. But I don't want to just repeat what I said before.
There's a lot of work that goes into the behind the scenes as well.
Yeah. Oh.
People don't realize just how much work it is. I didn't even realize how much work it was until I started doing the behind the scenes for your shows.
Yeah.
Because I prefer doing behind the scenes.
Yep. And I appreciate when you come on the episodes too.
Yeah. Well, it switches it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, I like having guest stars. Ooh, beautiful. Good shot. Okay, so I think that about wraps it up for Lost in Paradise. Highly recommended, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, we haven't really been grading these ones, but that's okay. This isn't really about reviews. It's just about our general thoughts.
Yeah.
Our consensus. Okay, so the final movie we're going to talk about was my pick. Because this was my introduction to Lacey Chabert. And it's the only one with her that I really knew aside from Black Christmas. But I didn't really want to talk about horror this week. And I mentioned Black Christmas in my episode in December with horror addicts and Gory B movie. So here is the, hold on, wait, before we get to the poster. Technical stuff. This was directed by Mark Waters and written by Rosalind Wiseman and Tina Fey. Okay, Katie Heron is a hit with the Plastics, the A-list girl clique at her new school, until she makes the mistake of falling for Aaron Samuels, the ex-boyfriend of the Alpha Plastic, Regina George. No, she didn't. Bom, bom, bom. Okay. I think most people have seen Mean Girls. Most people know what it is. If you haven't, you're in for a treat. Again, this is all spoiler-free. Oh, sorry, I didn't do casting. Cast. Lacey Chabert. It's funny how she's listed first. Lindsay Lohan, Rachel McAdams, Amanda Seyfried. So it's got a really good cast. All these girls became very big actresses in their own right. Like, they all have very successful careers now.
Yeah.
Like, she's in Send Help. Rachel McAdams. She that just came out.
Although for a while, Lindsay Lohan was getting in a lot of trouble.
She was, but she's making a comeback
now,
I think.
You don't really hear about a lot of her in the headlines anymore like you used to.
No, but you like Freakier Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So, what are your thoughts on Mean Girls? The final movie of the episode.
It is definitely
Ooh, interesting. Go on.
The name of the movie is Mean Girls, and it definitely portrays that.
Yeah, these girls were so mean. Oh my God. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, they were. I'm sorry. I don't see the reason why they had to be so mean, but it's that whole female high school drama stuff.
Sadly, this is the way people are in life. So
I never dealt with high school drama. I didn't have the patience for it then.
Yeah, that's cool.
So if I didn't have the patience for drama then, I definitely don't have it now.
Oh, okay.
But they, without spoiling it, they got what they had coming.
Oh, yes. And it's very interesting how the story develops too. And that's one of the things I like about this, how intricate the storytelling is. It's very clear what her motivation is. She just wants to fit in, and she gets worried about these people. And then she kind of sees how these people work. She sees what makes people tick. And that's what I like about this movie. It's very character driven. So each of the girls have very distinct personalities. Lacey Chabert plays Gretchen, and I love how she tries to make the catchphrase happen, fetch. That is so fetch. Because if you think about it, that kind of, it goes out of its way to make fun of how people always date their movies with the current lingo of what's going on. Like, if you watch a 90s movie, you can tell which ones. Some of them stand out because the way they talk, right? Movies should be timeless. So I like how it kind of pokes fun at those other movies that do that. These are some of her friends. The people that she first gets introduced to. Like, she was homeschooled in Africa, and then she comes to America. And so this is their first experience, like, with schools, people's social life, stuff like that. So that's a cool aspect too. That whole fish out of water. Like,
yeah,
I saw this when it first came out. I saw this in theaters actually with Beth, my sister. So some of the hijinks, it does a good job. She tries to split the group up, and the way that she does it, she finds each one of their weaknesses, and then she gets at them psychologically like that. Like, Gretchen's very insecure, so she plays up on the insecurities. Forget Amanda Seyfried's character's name. but her character is really dumb. So she plays up on that. She takes that for granted. And then this one, she's trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
Rachel McAdams trying to lose weight, so she plays on that. She's very self-conscious, even though she's so mean. And it does a good job of showing, like, not really showing, but explaining why it's not good to be mean to people. Just because the movie shows behavior doesn't mean that it condones it. In fact, it shows why you shouldn't act this way. You know what I mean? And it does a good job of the gymnasium scene with the people raising their hands. I think it really does a good job of driving the point home of why just treat people the way you want to be treated. Like, it's very good messaging too. But I love how she tears the group apart. Because eventually it gets to the point where she's not pretending to be plastic anymore.
Yeah.
She's just like these other girls. So she has to take a step back.
And even
Like,
she
she goes through
learns,
so much. Like, I love the character arcs in this movie. All the girls go through stuff.
and even all of them learn unfortunately the hard way that all actions have consequences.
Yeah, and even though this isn't a Lacey Chabert movie per se, her performance in this is so good
Outstanding.
because she's neurotic, she's self-conscious, she's stressed out, she has a panic attack, and she like flips out at Regina halfway through the movie. But you can tell it's not just force; you can see she's building, it's building, it's building, and then boom, she explodes. I love
absolutely.
that logical storytelling. Same with Amanda Seyfried's character; it just builds up. She hates that everyone calls her stupid, right? And then boom, she just explodes. And then all these girls are just fighting with each other. It's so funny. It's so interesting too. The whole psychological aspect. I love it. Love it. It does a good job of showing high school that too, because I was in high school at the time when this came out. More behind the scenes stuff. That's cool. So, like, obviously I'm not a girl, but I still relate to having to deal with social issues. Girls talking to other girls behind their back and stuff like that. And girls coming to me because that happened to them. You know what I mean? Like, it happens in life. I've been friends with people that are like, oh, well, she was talking about me, and now people think this about me, and rumors spread fast. But the movie does a good job of showing that too. How rumors spread fast, especially in high school.
Wildfire in high school.
Yeah, and this one shows why they spread. They have this thing called the burn book. It's one of the plot devices. Without saying too much, it does play a big role in the plot, and the way it shows people's true colors.
Yeah,
and how you think people are your friends, but
they're really not.
What do they really think about you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes people are just your friends so that they can have personal gain.
Exactly. Just because someone smiles or pretends to be your friend doesn't necessarily mean they are.
Yeah, because she's not sure if these girls are really her friends or if those other people are really her friends.
Yeah.
It's a whole tussle because even the girl she meets in the beginning, she starts talking about Regina behind her back, saying she's not very nice, this, and that. Oh, I guess they got a MTV award for that. That's cool. 2005.
That's awesome.
Yeah, 2005 was my last year of high school. I just dated myself. She warns her about Regina. Don't get too close. And then she finds out later on what happened with her and how she's connected to Regina in some way. But again, I don't want to say too much.
No, we're not here to give spoilers.
It does a good job at that whole social aspect too. There's a lot of high school movies that aren't so much about the social impact. It's more character driven, about one or two characters falling in love. It's just a rom-com. I wouldn't even really consider this to be a rom-com.
No.
It's not about that. Like, yeah, she does fall in love with a boy. Well, she has a crush on a boy. That's the ex. It's in the description. But it's not.
To me, it's all
not about that.
Like I said, actions have consequences.
Yes, that logical storytelling that I always praise.
Yes.
One thing happens, and then the repercussions of it.
Yep.
So good. And then it's all about being comfortable in your own skin, too.
Oh, absolutely.
This movie's full of cliches, and there's that cliched final monologue in the big stage where, you know, I've learned something today, and then blah, blah, blah.
It's almost
but
like
I love that speech.
For me, the message I perceived, it's almost showing just because the popular crowd doesn't necessarily mean they're the good ones.
Yeah. Just because someone's nice doesn't mean they're good people.
Exactly.
That's a very good point to make. That's a hard lesson to learn.
It is. It can be very
That's
hard.
real talk, people.
Especially in high school, because there's so much backstabbing and gossip. The gossip is unbelievable.
And this depicts that really well. Gossip.
Like, I know it's been many, many decades since I've been in high school.
I still love you.
I still love you too. But high school has never changed. There's always the he said, she said, and so has done this, and this one's done that. That will never change. That's how high school is. But it's knowing just because they may be the popular crowd or the not popular doesn't mean that that particular one are nice.
Yeah, it's all about friendship and personal relationships.
Exactly. Exactly.
And trust. Trust is a big thing in this movie.
Trust, communication, respect. Because I always say respect is earned, not given.
Yeah, I feel like it would be so much different if this wasn't written by women.
Mm.
Because a man would not write characters like this. Like, men don't think like this. This is very woman-driven, and that's cool, too.
Yeah. No, because women, we're the ones that go through the drama.
I feel like there's other movies like this that give women a voice. You know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah.
actually shows what women characters would actually talk about. Like, what they would actually do, like, at that age.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Granted, this is the extreme. I probably shouldn't have shown that picture. But there's Tina Fey. She wrote it. I grew up watching her on SNL. She's really funny. She did the weekend updates. The weekend update. And, oh, yeah. What this movie does is really clever. I almost forgot to mention it. Because she grew up in Africa. I think it's South Africa. But
Yeah.
this movie does a really good job. And they keep going back to it. It is hilarious. It compares high school life to life in the wild. In, like, when you're on safari, like, in Africa. So a lot of times, like, the actors will act like animals. And they'll, like, attack each other and stuff like that. And it's really funny the way they do it. She's like, in the animal world, this would work like this. And she compares the animal world to people and their social interactions.
Yeah.
So I like the parallels between the two. It's really cool. All of a sudden, because a lot of the things play out like it's in her mind, and she imagines what the people would be like if they acted like animals.
Oh, absolutely.
It's so funny. This movie's very quirky. It's very offbeat. It's many things. They have this constant running gag with phone calls. This is before, like, cell phones.
Oh, yeah.
So they're talking on home phones.
For teenage girls in high school, the phone was the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm. Being on the home phone.
I admit, way back in my day, I used to be able to have 3 people on one call. And, okay, I tied up all the phone lines in the house, so I used to get in trouble for that. Because me and my friends, I get on the phone with a couple of friends, and we were just at the yipping away. Next thing I know, mom's knocking on the door. Get off the phone. So yeah, I got in trouble a few times for doing 3-way calls.
Yes.
But high school, it was all about talking on the phone after school.
Yep. So
we didn't have cell phones and internet and all this stuff nowadays.
So in a way, this movie is very of its time. It's kind of like a time capsule. This
Absolutely.
is what people would have done in that time. They would have went home and they would have been on their phone. If you notice, these aren't cell phones. These are cordless phones.
Yeah, they're landlines.
Yeah. So that's cool. Do you have anything else to add? Was this your first time watching it, or had you seen it before?
I have seen it before.
The rewatch that we did. because we watched most of these before
Yeah.
this one. Some of them she put on the list. We couldn't find them, so we're not going to talk about them. So yeah, I love this movie. This probably is my favorite of the bunch, but I'm more familiar with this one. I've been watching this one a very long time. Very, very rewatchable, very entertaining. Even for guys, I find it relatable because people are going to be people, right?
Yeah.
No matter who you are, even if you don't.
It's human nature.
Yeah, no matter what social circles you're in, you're going to deal with people, even after high school. And this does a good job of showing life in high school. Do you have anything else to add about Mean Girls?
Nope. What are your thoughts on Mean Girls? Leave a comment.
Yeah, like and subscribe if you want to see more of these actor spotlights. I can do more. I did one on Jason Statham last year. So that's on my channel. You can check that out. Let me just go back to us. Where are we? Here we are. No new comments. That's cool. Oh, what happened? What happened? What is this? Cancel. Okay. Are we back?
We vanished.
We vanished, but we're here now. Okay.
Apparently we're learning magic tricks.
So, in conclusion, just for a quick little recap, out of the movies on this list, which one is your favorite? Which one would you recommend the most?
All of my Hurt trilogies.
Okay.
Those are my top. Those are my favorites.
Cool.
Although Lost in Paradise for a single movie is right up there, close behind.
Really? I'm surprised because that one's newer, right? You've had more time with the other movies, so
well, this is it.
You've seen them more. So
that's why the All of My Heart that's my number one. But other than that trilogy, The Lost in Paradise, because it's newer. I haven't seen it as much, but I did enjoy it when I have seen it.
That's awesome. I think my favorite is The Mean Girls. That one's going to be hard to beat, though. But that's one of those movies that it was kind of a movement at its time. It's had such a cultural impact. A lot of movies were influenced by it that have come out since then.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had to pick one of these ones besides Mean Girls, I would have to say Love on Safari are the ones that we watched. Because there's two that we couldn't talk about. But still, we talked about 7 movies. That's pretty good. I'll put a list on Letterboxd eventually about the different movies. Not a ranking, but just for the movies that we talked about. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. One thing I did want to mention is from now on, I'm going to start airing the episodes at 10:30 p.m. on Saturdays instead of 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because it's just nice to have a little bit more time before the show starts. And I don't mind starting a little bit later. So come join us at the new time. Do you have anything else to add?
Nope, I'm good for this week. I will be taking a brief hiatus for a little bit, but I will return eventually.
Yeah.
For now, I'll be going back to doing behind-the-scenes work.
And I'm really excited because next week I'm supposed to be a guest star in the Oscars. If you're not familiar, it's like a horror award show that's hosted by other YouTubers. And I'm grateful that I was invited to be a part of that. So please join us on that. That's going to be Friday the 13th on March. Yeah, we're in March, right?
Yes.
Yes, Friday the 13th. And then next week, I'm going to do a special Friday the 13th episode. And I'm going to do a ranking of the posters, movie posters. So stay tuned for that next week. It's going to be horror week. So if you don't have anything to add, I think I'm pretty much done talking.
I believe I am.
All right. So on that note, have a good night, people.
Thank you for joining us for another week.
And keep watching movies.
And we will see you next week.
Try that again. So, until next time. I'll see you at the movies. Have a great day. Did you know that I'm a film critic for HorrorBuzz.com?
You can read my reviews on their website, so I'll leave links below for that.
Fun fact. Sabrina loves Lacey Chabert so much, she actually named her car after her.
And yes, I have a white vehicle. So white lace.
Yeah.
It worked out perfect.
And remember, if it ain't Lacey Chabert, I don't care. Bye.
Have a great week.